Good afternoon, everyone, or good morning, or even good evening, depending on where in the world you are. My name is Cecilia Rosenqvist-Witte, and I will be your host. At Volvo, safety is our core value. So to keep everyone safe in this situation, we will do this product launch digital. And I can assure you that we have an exciting program planned for you. During the next 45 minutes, we will reveal Volvo Penta's product news for marine commercial and also highlight our strategy and progress in other key areas. You're more than welcome to ask questions during this webcast, and we will make sure that you get an answer as soon as possible. And you can also reach out to us after the webcast. But we have a lot to show you today, so let's dive into the first subject. Here with me are Johan Inden and Peter Granqvist, who will tell us more about our strategy and direction towards the future. Johan, can you start with sharing your thoughts about our strength in the marine commercial business?
Absolutely. Volvo Penta is a world leader in sustainable power solutions on land and at sea. And our wide range of solutions towards the marine commercial market spans over applications like high-speed patrol vessels, crew transfers for the energy sector, passenger vessels, heavy-duty workboats, and large cargo vessels. And we always take great care to optimize our solutions for tough marine conditions. We work closely with our customers to make sure that the products that we supply are fit for the business needs. And this tight collaboration also enables us to make sure that we can deliver our promises of ease of installation, ease of operation, and ease of maintenance. And one product which I believe is really living up to this promise is the Volvo Penta IPS. And we've seen this unique combination of onboard experience and fuel efficiency take us to yet another milestone in the journey with IPS. We've just delivered unit number 30,000 to the market. And to me, IPS is really an innovation platform. It's delivering on the promises today, but it's also future-proof in embracing the future trends of electrification and as well automation.
Good to hear. What can marine professionals expect from us in the future?
Well, first of all, we've been growing our footprint in this industry rapidly over the last number of years. And it's based on a focused effort by Volvo Penta, but as well our business partners. And if I would take out one single denominator fueling this growth, it's really being fit for use and ready for innovation. We have numerous examples where designers have been able to think in new, creative ways when designing vessels based on our solutions. So looking forward, you can expect a further and continued strong focus on this sector from Volvo Penta. And we believe, and I believe, that the marine commercial market is really paving the way for the broader marine business in, for example, being first out when it comes to viable business cases for electrification. Also, being first out in meeting more stringent emission legislations like IMO 3 and really pushing the envelope when it comes to new features.
Peter, how do you see the way forward? What is the strategy?
Well, we have to perform and transform in parallel. Perform by evolving our current product range, which we will see quite a lot of here today. And looking ahead, finding the needs of the future, the technical solutions for the future, and transform accordingly. To perform and transform in parallel is quite a challenging but very exciting task. We will prioritize based on the market needs, the technology readiness, and where we find viable business cases. Volvo Penta has the vision to be the world leader in sustainable power solutions. And the Volvo Group have recently announced the ambition to be a net zero emission company by 2050. The Volvo Group is also committing to science-based targets, and the roadmaps for that will be established during 2021. To support these sustainability goals, these ambitious sustainability goals, we work with renewable fuels, battery electric, and hybrid solutions. But having that said, I think it's also extremely important to recognize that we work a lot with the current technology and our current range to develop that in terms of performance and feature for our customers.
Can you mention some areas where we're increasing momentum?
Well, we work a lot with fuel efficiency and emissions. The IPS range is a good example. The IMO3 solution, where we can enormously decrease the emissions of nitrogenous oxides, or NOx. There is also a lot happening within the Volvo Group. We can benefit from many years of research and development for renewable fuels, for electrification, for hybrids, and for fuel cells. A recent example of this is the joint venture that we have explained to the market we will do together with Daimler. So Volvo Group and Daimler will jointly create fuel cell-based technology. And this is something we can leverage as Volvo Penta, and also our customers can leverage moving forward.
Sustainability is for sure one key area for the future. What else is on the horizon?
Well, just like in many other areas, if we take the automotive industry, for example, there is a strong trend of connected and digital electrification and autonomous solutions. And if we talk about autonomous solutions, we have actually been working with that for quite a number of years in Volvo Penta. We already have solutions out in the market, like our dynamic positioning system. Some of you may also have seen the reveal we did of a concept of self-docking a few years back, where we, in the yacht segment, actually demonstrated that self-docking can be a viable technology in the future. The Volvo Group is also enhancing the efforts in the automation. We have established a new business area only for this industry vertical. The trend in the transportation sector for autonomous solutions we see is being reflected also in the marine industry, and specifically the marine commercial industry, in terms of questions and discussions that are appearing in our discussion with customers. And there is one recent example which I think is really interesting. That is the Ocean Infinity robotic ships that actually we are, together with Danfoss Editron, in a collaboration doing the propulsion systems for.
And Peter, I would like to pick up one area that you mentioned, and that is digitalization. It's one of the true areas for growth and opportunity going forward. And it's also a cornerstone in the strategy of Volvo Penta, and the necessary ingredient in meeting the needs of a integrated experience and solution to the market. And later in this broadcast today, we will reveal our next steps towards the smart and connected vessel.
Last but not least, electromobility. Volvo Group is leading within this area, with groundbreaking electric buses, trucks, and construction equipment already on the market. How does the electromobility journey look like for marine commercial?
Well, we have a lot to leverage in terms of competency, technology, and learnings from the Volvo Group working in this area for a very long time. But we need to adapt this for the marine applications, and specifically for marine commercial use. So we are constantly looking into what segments, what applications, what use cases are actually viable for this kind of technology. And since we are striving for a fully integrated system solution, it is extremely important to work closely to our customers and our partners in the early phases. As we transform, we aim to learn, scale, and industrialize, and we will do this in a project-based approach.
And also, as you mentioned, Peter, in a collaborative approach, because we truly believe that collaboration is key to capturing the opportunities in this industry, both on board and off board. And I will mention a few examples that we have touched already. When it comes to off-board opportunities, for example, we are working in collaboration with ABB and Chalmers University of Technology to explore charging, fast charging at sea, to accommodate for the future needs of electric vessels. And you mentioned the Ocean Infinity fleet of robotic ships, where we are providing state-of-the-art gensets, but together in the collaborative effort with Ocean Infinity and other partners, we are able to bring new solutions and unique solutions to the market. And third, and which I'm really proud to come to, is a recent announcement that we did on how we are now moving into advanced hybrid solutions together with Danfoss Editron as a partner and MHO & Co, vessel operator. And we are now building an advanced hybrid solution, and we will come back to that later in this session and explain a bit more how this works. Those are 3 examples of how collaboration really fuels innovation in this industry.
I completely agree with you, Johan. I think the hybrid solution is really a good example of how we see the future evolving and also how to take it on. And we are continuously looking for innovative, sustainable solutions through our operations and discussions with our customers. At the same time, we are evolving and developing our current range to meet the demands of the customers today. So to sum it up, we are performing and transforming in very close collaboration with our partners and customers. I think the marine industry is going into a very interesting era, and we just can't wait to take it on with all of you.
Thank you both. Johan, you will stay with me as we are zooming in on what you just mentioned, how today's technology is paving the way into the future. We have more than 20 years of experience delivering complete marina gensets to a wide range of applications. Let's take a closer look on board Tellus, the largest diesel-electric ferry in Sweden.
So today I'm standing here nearly alone on this huge car deck on the Tellus ferry. Normally there would be 80 cars around me, but today the boat is actually on the shipyard, not to get a repair, but to get something as unusual as a software update. Delivered from the shipyard in 2019, she ranks amongst the newest and largest plug-in hybrid vessels of its kind. When and if needed, the vessel can charge its batteries by the use of 4 Volvo Penta D16 gensets. I think Volvo Penta has 2 roles to play with marine gensets. One is to continue to supply the vessel auxiliary systems with electric and mechanical power. The other one brings us back to where we started, where we true gensets can bring power into the water. The story about Volvo Penta. I'm very proud of the fact that in 20 years we have produced so many diesel gensets that when we add up the running hours together, we come to a number more than 20,000 running years, not hours, years, right? I'm also proud of the fact that some of those 20,000 running years are actually produced by engines running themselves more than 100,000 hours alone. That is a good number. What I would like to think that we're really doing is that we are actually making a path for hybrids, for EMOP, right? Gensets are part of an electrical system that is ultimately powering the vessel. Everybody wants that the power should, as it does in this vessel, quite often comes directly from batteries. But there are limitations. There are even legislation that requires sometimes that to be a range extender or battery charge on board. But first and foremost, this is like step 1 or step 1 and 2 of hybrid in vessels. Even this is a first step in what we can achieve by today's technologies. By further optimizing the engine and the generator together, we can make even further gains. And the real interesting gain is when we are doing what Volvo does best, put the energy not only on board the vessel, but out in the water. When we're using these machines, combine them with one of the most effective propulsors on the planet right now, and put them together, then we have a real ecological friendly propulsion system. I think maybe the real interesting aspect of these variable speed gensets is when you put them in context of also being a propulsion engine. And when you take the effectiveness of these engines, the fuel consumption, the effective fuel consumption of these engines, and put it in relation to an effective mover propulsor in the water, that is when things start to add up from an ecological footprint perspective.
As Jakob mentions in this movie, we have a long heritage in marine gensets. Now we're taking that another step forward into the future with a fantastic project that I just mentioned briefly earlier on. We are partnering with Danfoss Editron to deliver state-of-the-art pilot technology for hybrid vessels. We're working with and leveraging all the knowledge of a long-term Volvo Penta customer, as well as IPS user, MHO&Co. This Danish operator is building 2 new crew transfer vessels for the leading offshore wind company, Ørsted. Together, we are building an advanced hybrid solution to deliver uptime, efficiency, and superior maneuverability. These vessels, set to be launched in the summer of 2021, features an innovative and unique combination of state-of-the-art gensets, an electric IPS, and an advanced vessel management system.
We are also joined here by Lars Persson from our product management. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Can you tell us a bit more about the solution with marine and gensets on board?
Yes, absolutely. The electric propulsion power for the driveline will come from 5 variable speed Volvo Penta D8 gensets. The use of variable speed gensets instead of constant speed ones has efficiency advantages and thus environmental advantages. In the MHO&Co vessel, we also see an example of what we refer to as the power of plenty. Dividing your power need onto several smaller units instead of 1 or 2 big ones will result in lower maintenance costs, fantastic redundancy, and hardly any downtime at all.
It's so great to see, Lars, how we're bringing our marine platforms into the future and really putting our marine gensets, as well as the broader marine platform, to the test.
Yeah.
I'm sure that everyone is curious about the electric IPS.
Yeah. Our IPS is a propulsion system packed with unique features, even without putting it in a hybrid context. But now we are driving our IPS technology forward into a new chapter, the electric IPS. And the propulsion system on board the 2 crew transfer vessels will be configured as quadruple IPS. In each hull of the catamaran, we will find 1 IPS drive leg, driven by our Volvo Penta D13 diesel engine, and the other drive leg will be driven by an electric motor. There will also be a battery pack installed, allowing for full electric mode, which will be used at low speeds and at idling.
Is this a solution that we offer to more customers?
Well, this is a prototype, so not yet. The system that Lars have been talking about is tailored to these 2 vessels. At the same time, it's a way of validating our visions and our ideas on how we evolve our platform. And that is, of course, a natural step in the journey towards an industrialized product.
Since the launch in 2005, we have put now more than 30,000 IPS units on the market. These units are all installed in a wide range of vessels, and they have all contributed greatly to significant fuel savings. And now this pilot is taking us 1 step further in our strive for sustainability.
And we're really taking a 360-degree view when working on the Volvo Penta IPS, maximizing the benefits across the value chain. For example, we have an in-house team of naval architects that are working through the design process to make sure that the propulsion system, as well as the vessel, is performing to expectations. So we anticipate in our project to maximize benefits all across, first of all, the design process, through the build process with the yard, into operation, and through the maintenance and overhaul processes. That's what we call a 360-degree perspective.
For the operator, there are several benefits of the IPS compared to traditional inboard shaft installations. You get 40% longer cruising range, 20% higher top speed, and up to 30% reduced fuel consumption, and consequently 30% less emissions as well. The perceived noise level is 50% lower, and on top of all this, you get more space on board.
And talking about space, Lars, I would like to mention one of my favorite examples of recent. and that is the Italian ferry vessel Vegas. It operates outside the Amalfi Coast, and it was launched in August this year. It uses the Volvo Penta IPS to meet the IMO 3 emission legislation. The installation is very compact, including the after-treatment solutions. We believe it to be the most compact solution on the market. Through the design process, the designer were actually able to, in comparison with having an inboard shaft solution, accommodate 20 more extra seats in the vessel by using the IPS solution.
Yeah. And here is another recent project. This firefighting vessel used by the city of Copenhagen must be able to move quickly and have a response time of about 10 to 15 minutes. As well as being fast, the Volvo Penta IPS allows the vessel to be maneuvered in a very agile way. Another highlight is this pilot vessel in the northern Norway, operated by Buxton Berging, escorting more than 1,000 ships and travels more than 42,000 nautical miles every year. When you operate 24/7 in high speeds and in extreme weather conditions, a high-performing and 100% reliable vessel is essential.
And also, when you run 24/7, whether you are a professional crew or passengers, onboard comfort is really important. And I would like to take another example. If we take the South America-based operator Los Llamanas, operating sea excursions in the Beagle Channel, the IPS contributes to reducing noise and vibration by up to 50%. And when operating in these conditions, the Beagle Channel and their very sensitive marine mammal habitats, that's of course a great contribution. On top of that, passengers are able to enjoy these serene environments in a much more comfortable way.
Yeah, absolutely. Earlier, I touched upon the reduced fuel consumption and emissions of the IPS. One example of what this translates to in real life is Njord Offshore, who is currently operating 10 crew transfer vessels, all equipped with the Volvo Penta IPS. They have saved on average 20% in fuel consumption and reduced carbon emissions. In 250,000 hours of operation so far, they have reduced their CO2 emissions by more than 8,000 tons.
So really latching back to our first session, already today, with today's solutions, we are contributing significantly to sustainability and lower carbon footprint. And this is just the start of the journey with the platforms and solutions that we provide.
Thank you, Johan and Lars. Volvo Penta IPS is also a winning combination for our technology to meet IMO Tier 3. Now we will focus on how we grow our range of engines, meeting this emission regulation. And we will also take a close look on the technology used to achieve this massive NOx reduction. I will hand over to our experts, Thomas Lantz and Henrik Strid, who will highlight our approach and reveal our latest products under the cover over here.
Thank you, Cecilia. You have to wait a little while for that reveal. As many of you know, the IMO Tier 3 regulation will come into place next year in the North Sea and the Baltic Sea, demanding a 75% reduction of the NOx emissions. We at Volvo Penta introduced our IMO 3 solution already in 2018. It is optimized for marine use and has clocked in more than 65,000 hours in different types of testing and operations at sea. Our technology has surpassed the IMO 3 regulation with a good margin.
The solution is based on selective catalytic reduction, SCR. This technology has been used for several years in other applications within the Volvo Group. A robust track record that gave us head start when we developed this version tailor-made for marine use. SCR is actually an ideal solution for marine customers The engine works efficiently and keeps the power up to the right level with optimized fuel consumption. Our modular SCR system is easy to install, easy to maintain, and easy to operate. And since Volvo Penta's engines are approved for running on HVO, there is a possibility for the operators to tick another sustainability box by reducing CO2 emissions with up to 90%.
Initially, we launched our IMO3 solution for our D13 engine, including marine propulsion, gensets, and auxiliary applications. In 2019, our new D8 was revealed with the same technology. And today, we are presenting a new member of our IMO3 family. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the upgraded, more powerful D16. Here it is, our upgraded 6-cylinder, 16-liter engine with increased power up to 850 horsepower for heavy-duty operation and 750 horsepower for continuous duty operations. High torque at low revs provides powerful and easy maneuvering and rapid acceleration. The torque rise at rated speed enables a high load capacity. On the economy and the sustainability side, we have managed to combine the high power and torque with improved fuel economy. How much you will save depends on your chosen configuration and application. The D13 is a global engine. In addition to IMO3, it also complies to the US EPA Tier 3 and the China 2 standards. The version for marine propulsion now spans from 441 kilowatt up to 625 kilowatts, equal to 600 to 850 horsepower. An increase with 100 horsepower in both ends of our range compared to our previous lineup. The D16 is also available as complete marine gensets and for auxiliary power. The increased power node we are now meeting is the 550 kilowatt electric at 1800 RPM and the 500 kilowatt electric at 1500 RPM.
Over 140,000 D16 units have already been produced for a wide range of applications within the Volvo Group, in trucks and in construction equipment. And many of these have been delivered to Volvo Penta customers. This vast experience has of course been a huge advantage when we developed this version, which has been reinforced, adapted and optimized for rough marine environments. Our rigorous test program, both in our unique in-house facility as well as in various field tests, ensures that the updated D16 has what it takes when it comes to durability and uptime.
Let's zoom in to the engine and have a closer look at some of the key components. Our new twin turbos here helps us push more air into the combustion. That's the major contributor to the higher power and the low-end torque. We also have new unit injectors with injection in different stages, such as the pre-injection, which we are using to reduce the noise levels. In combination with an optimized bowl, they contribute to a more efficient combustion. This enables us to reduce fuel consumption and the NOx emission levels already before the exhaust after treatment system.
In order to manage the higher power, the new D16 comes with more robust steel pistons. And there is a new heat exchanger with higher capacity to manage the increased power, output power without compromising durability. We have also reinforced a number of details on the engine to ensure that it delivers on the high quality demand for heavy-duty commercial applications.
The SCR after-treatment system here is a part of the D16 IMO3 package. It is an adaptation of our proven solution for our D13 engines. The compact one-box solution makes installation flexible and space efficient. An appreciated option is our pre-assembled package, including the urea tank, the dosage pump, and the urea level and quality sensor. As close to a plug-and-play solution you can get. The SCR system is designed to manage sulfur up to 1000 ppm and can operate at both 32 and 40% urea. 2 alternative exhaust outlets provides flexible configuration possibilities. In addition to this, the SCR also acts as silencer, reducing up to 35 dBA. And on top of that, it is also certified as a spark arrestor.
Let's move over to our new D8 engine, which we will start deliver to customer during first half of 2021. It replaces both our present range of D9 engine with the same power setting and some D7 settings for China 1 and IMO 2. The D8 will also meet the European Stage 5 marine emission regulations. And the most prominent benefits of the D8 are higher torque, reduced fuel consumption, and a significant noise reduction.
Last, but definitely not least, our D13 engine, the most widely produced engine within the Volvo Group, with more than 1 million units delivered to different customer and applications all over the world. Our IMO3 solution for D13 has been a proven success since its launch 2018. We are using the same base platform across our IMO3 range. So the benefits our customers has experienced for the D13 will apply also for the D16 and the D8 IMO3 packages as well. The D13 engine below 300 kilowatt will meet the European Stage 5 marine regulation. This will be available in 2021. This same year, the D13 also comes with a higher power output for our medium and light duty versions. This paves way for more power at higher loads or more operating hours per year. All ratings are available as type approved. To demonstrate how our D13 IMO3 package enables customers to run their vessels smoothly and efficiently, we have visited the ferry Svanhild here on the Swedish west coast. Let's have a look.
So this is Svanhild, and we are going with cars and people from the west side of Gothenburg to the island of Björkö, and we are going up to 100 times during the daytime.
On board we have the D13 IMO3 D13 engine. The main benefits of the IMO3 solution is it's flexible to install, it's easy to maintain, and it's easy to operate.
The solution is so smooth, we could rely on it because we are also changing weather, so we have to really know that it's working. I think it's rather smooth and it's quiet. We like it a lot.
It used to be 2 engines in this engine room before we changed to this D13 IMO3 engines. It has actually replaced 2 D12 engines for 1 D13 engines. downsizing like this gives beneficial on fuel consumption and also maintenance costs. Thanks to this single installation, it's also an easier installation. That means less vibrations in the vessel, and that has been noticed as lower noise level from the crew. The Volvo Penta IMO-Tier 3 solution means that we will reduce the NOx level by 70% with alternative fuel like HVO. And after 10,000 hours, I think we can safely say that this is a reliable system. In all, the IMO-Tier 3 engine package enabled this ferry to combine world-class fuel efficiency and excellent operating economy with very low emissions.
For me, the solution with the environment-friendly solution is so important for me because I live in this wonderful archipelago and I want it to be like it is. In the back of my knowledge, I just know that I could be confident with the solution so that it works 100%.
A very good review of our D13 engine and the SCR solution to reach IMO3. However, the benefits that we would like to give our customers go way beyond the propulsion package, right?
Yes, Cecilia. We at Volvo Penta have a fully integrated system approach throughout the vessel, from the helm to the props, such as our electronic vessel control, the EVC, or the marine commercial control, the MCC. Another benefit of our integrated approach is having a single point of contact for the whole package. This reduces installation time at the yard and optimizes the performance, the quality, and the reliability for the operator.
Thank you, Thomas and Henrik. Now we are moving on to another piece of interesting news, which is an extension of our full system approach. Our Easy Connect mobile application has been on the market for a couple of years, but with new features added, it's moving into marine commercial use as well. Here with me are Maria Andreasson and Anders Thurin, who will tell us more about the new version for Easy Connect. What are the main benefits for marine professionals?
So our Easy Connect app is our next step forward to simplify our customers' operations and business. By making key vessel and engine data available for our customers, they can increase their uptime, efficiency, and productivity.
We will launch Easy Connect for marine professionals during the first quarter next year. It can then be downloaded via App Store and Google Play. Anders, is there any extra equipment needed on board to be able to use the app?
Yes, there is, but it's very straightforward. The only thing you'll need, except for the app, is an Easy Connect interface. You get the interface through our dealers, and it can be installed in 15 minutes. Easy Connect is compatible with a wide range of Volvo Penta engines, all the way back to 2010.
What smart benefits do the users get when they are connected?
So Easy Connect in a smart device makes it to a dashboard. So it's a portable dashboard. And this you can use from multiple devices through the cloud service. And that can be used by operators, fleet owners, and service dealers. On board, you have instant access to the real-time data during a journey. But Easy Connect also stores data so it can be analyzed later.
What can the data be used for?
So there are several ways to use this data, such as route planning, monitoring the engines, or keep track of fuel consumption. But the data can also be used for the Volvo Penta service team to detect potential problems and proactive service actions. So meaning that technical issues can be dealt with even before they disrupt the customer's operations. So Easy Connect really helps you stay in control from anywhere.
You have Easy Connect installed on your iPad. Can you give us a virtual tour of the most useful features?
Yes, let's start with service and support. Easy Connect has access to all data about your boat, such as software, hardware, serial numbers, running hours, and potential fault codes. All those details can be put into an email. Lot of details. This email can then be sent to your service dealer, and this paves the way for quicker and more accurate service and support.
Yes, and by default, My View in the app provides you with information and important driveline information. And you can also personalize the screen, so you can decide what you want to show on the screen. And you can also rearrange the gadget so it fits your operations. But now the data is not only available at the helm station anymore. Crew members on board can, in their smart device, get the information on the vessel within Bluetooth range.
How is all this data accessed remotely?
So the integrated cloud service function makes it possible to reach this stored data from your mobile device from anywhere.
Here is another useful feature, the logbook. Key information about all your previous trips are stored here. Start time, duration, fuel consumption, etc. Over time, this data can be used to detect patterns that can be used for improvements. For example, you can compare how different operators manage engine usage and fuel consumption. There are tons of possibilities.
Indeed. And this launch is only the beginning of the journey. The app will be an evolving tool, and moving forward, users will receive continuously updates, unlocking more features and functions in the app.
Thank you both. In addition to highlight our strategy and progress in key areas, we have revealed new products and also shared our latest updates with you for marine commercial applications. We will soon round off, but remember, you can still reach out to us with questions. Johan, what would you like to conclude with?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you for joining this session. You are our closest friends in business, and together we have a mission to serve the needs of the marine commercial market with great innovation and great professionalism. Volvo Penta stands strong for the future, and we are here to serve your needs, and together with you, navigate the balance between performing today and transforming for the future. Collaboration is crucial for success in this industry. No one will win alone, and we are here to win together. So never hesitate to bring us in on your ideas, plans, and bring us in to realize your visions. And with that, I would like to conclude this session, and thank you so much for joining us through this broadcast.